position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Raiola. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action. Looking for a deep man. Snags it at the 30, still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Sampson. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
On the play. First and goal, Nebraska.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hunter. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The short hand is Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Under fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Robinson. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down.
Wow.
I'm running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking left.
Oh my God, bro!
Attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, and he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my God, bro.
Roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
What kind of coverage is that, man?
Down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have.
Thank you.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Didn't really have room to operate on the return.
Thank you.
The ball at the 32.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Got out of trouble.
Why would he move? Why would he come inside, bro?
He'll try to take it back. A tremendous play to
God, bro. Why would he come back inside, dog? That's so annoying, man.
Wide receiver that isn't always open. They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stance, not the receivers.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all.
Let's go 5. Good job, baby. Needed it.
Fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And with this play,
Come on, man.
This is a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Damn, bro.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Flores. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Pulls it in, it's Parker. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him.
Yes. No.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They booted away on fourth down. Calls it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be brought down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Bring in the heat.
Let's go.
And an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nelson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Raiola. Unloads to the right. He's got it.
Get in, baby. Get in.
Nebraska.
Get in.
They trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires left. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down in the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no...
Fuck, that's a touchdown, man.
He was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Robinson. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Ferguson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. It'll go out of bounds, depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker. Always, that's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Wow.
Conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Hunter.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defenses
Jesus, man.
game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy.
What the fuck?
His third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Bro, this shit is so ass, dog.
Return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Didn't even fucking get to animate, man.
The good news is, after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they're dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5 or third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Scrambling away. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will pull up here in the second half.
job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Will free up the clock after the Ravens were unable to tie the game. So, that's back from a year ago, but now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over in Turner's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fires on the move. Got a wide-open receiver. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Huskers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Helms.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there.
Yo!
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expect. for a gap. It's Parker. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now,
oh, really?
The level of intensity for these guys for a whole
come on, EA.
And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh, he just let him walk through. Okay.
On the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Fires to the big fella. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Let's go. I needed that, brother.
3rd and short in field goal range. They dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab.
Come on, man.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets away from, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. They're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it. Going for 6.
Yo, are you serious? Come on, man. What the fuck is that?
They strike first in that opening drive of the season.
The fuck is that?
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
I had no control over my player right there. That's tough.
They'll mark it at the 49.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield.
What? I can't control my damn players after the catch, dog. What the fuck is this?
1st and goal. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hunter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola.
Man,
Into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
fucking fat fingered that shit, bro.
The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands?
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good job.
Oh, my gosh, bro. That's so annoying, dog.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Takes a hit as he fires.
Jesus, bro.
Able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, that should have been picked off. Come on.
Portal can work wonders if
JAD.
you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Johnson looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes
Samson
are thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was
Where the hell's my hoodie?
finish things off. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. Play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. And as he throws, he's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice tough.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes him talk to the hand.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense
Sucker!
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense.
I'm blocked. Let's go, Jumbo. Let's go. Get his ass up.
Too easy.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Rayola. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to... Oh, the kicker's on the line. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime updates. The Huskers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Makes a connection.
Fucking A,
and
bro.
he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down. Fires
to the big fella. There he goes. That's Makes a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the...
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action.
Oh, my God, bro.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move.
Wow.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Fires to the middle.
He dropped the ball. Oh, my God.
Brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Pocket breaking down. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, that's safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the toss. Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball, and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Calls his own number. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapted. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Let's go, Dante! Let's go, Dante! Let's fucking go!
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you can see it paid
Nigga, you just came downstairs.
Cornhuskers will punt this one
What's the
away.
purchase?
3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Huh? Oh, was that right? Your mother been crying? Your mother died a little bit? She already left?
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Wasn't she just upstairs?
Yeah, but Carmen told them more to leave.
To leave?
Yeah, they went to the dollar store until I was done going out. I said,
They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's exactly the start you want for the run offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2 first downs.
Played on Colorado with Coach Prime last year.
Oh, did he?
I walk out of here with the down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's piled up 87 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down.
No traffic. Left for it.
Looking for a crease. It's Marco. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to stop.
Oh, is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield striker at 48.
No starters.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Correct. No starters. Nobody you know is playing today.
I might go ahead.
Punt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grab near the marker, it's Flores. At the 45 on his way.
Oh, 1-2 from the out. Let's go.
Wide open. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Shoots it to the left.
Let's go!
Intercepted. Hey, huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
Needed it.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Bro, this is insane. I can't audible.
To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Oh my God! Take the ball, brother!
Been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play? You can dial up, maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this.
Out of bounds. Let's go. Needed it.
Incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now. You need to try to go win this game.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Oh, he wants it all.
Oh my God, I hit the wrong button, dog.
It's so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This one's complete. At midfield, he's got room. Hits the afterburners. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big
mistake.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Back to throw, it's Rayola. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Nebraska. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
He's looking fucking good.
And it'll come out at the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a grab.
Really?
The offense will use a timeout.
Oh, like, come on, bro.
Well, the offense dials up 4 verts. They got 4 guys running straight down the field. Quarterback found his best matchup, and they came up with a huge play when they needed it most.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play.
Oh, that's dirty. They did him dirty. They did him dirty. Brother, that's tough. Hate to see it. You hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it, brother.
Knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, Tez?
I know Keaton Mitchell's